We've already had a look at an array of controversial media, from games to movies. However, with both of those industries being as big as they are, it really isn't that surprising that they have given us some disturbing content that went on to be banned from the public in some way, shape, or form. However, it is slightly surprising when a cartoon that's targeted for children gets the same fate. But it has happened. There have been some cartoons in the form of claymations, advertisements, and short movies that contained disturbing themes, imageries, and messages. So today, we're going to have a look at just that. So here are 5 disturbing children cartoons that were banned. Number 1 is Jungle Jitters. Jungle Jitters was a cartoon that was a part of the Censored 11, a group of Looney Tunes and Merry Melody cartoons that were censored due to their racial profiling and stereotyping, which was relatively common in animated media in the early and mid-1900s. These cartoons were collectively banned in 1968 for that reason, and Jungle Jitters is often considered to be one of the most controversial entries in that list of cartoons. The cartoon featured members from a tribe that were animated and viewed as characters with big lips and violent tendencies. We also see themes of cannibalism, theft, and other topics that were deemed as negative stereotypes towards African Americans. The cartoon was ultimately banned from TV along with the rest of the Censored 11 and was used as an example of the racist tendencies that TV possessed in earlier times.
Number 2. Tailspin, the finale. Tailspin was a reasonably well-received, Emmy Award-winning spin-off show to the classic animated movie The Jungle Book. The idea behind it was slightly strange, as it featured Baloo, the bear, as a 1930s Pacific Islands bush pilot. With a concept as bizarre as that, it's not surprising that they sometimes covered some strange topics. While most of it was harmless, it was their last episode that was deemed to be the most controversial. The episode, known as The Flying Dupes, featured the main character flying to a different area to give someone a housewarming present. However, the package was actually a bomb, and the intention behind it was to spark a war between 2 areas. Of course, the episode showed some clear themes of terrorism and actually reflected some real-life events that occurred in previous wars. Because of this, it only aired once on TV before being banned from airing again.
Number 3. The Adventures of Mark Twain. The Adventures of Mark Twain was a claymation created in 1985 that featured the legendary author Mark Twain embarking on a biblical-themed journey with some of the characters that he himself created, such as Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. It was pretty harmless at first and featured some top-notch voice acting, story, and animation abilities. However, it took an absurd turn when the characters met someone or something known as the Mysterious Stranger. This character had a frightening image and voice, and it honestly wasn't too surprising when this character turned out to be Satan himself.
What's your name? Satan. Uh-oh.
The character had a very dark personality, and at one point we see them bring some clay characters to life only to kill them. The Thing is very insulting to the human race in its entirety and cares very little about them. Of course, with such a dark character being present in a claymation that was targeted towards kids, it was ultimately banned for a short time in various parts of America. It was uploaded to YouTube in 2007 and amassed over 15 million views because of its terrifying nature.
Number 4. The Flintstones commercials. The Flintstones is one of the most successful animated series of all time, so it's not that surprising that a few major companies wanted to attach their name to the show. One of these companies was Winston Cigarettes, who the Flintstones often promoted in the show itself and in individual advertisements. At the time, cigarettes were often advertised, so this wasn't the strange part. However, the Flintstones was considered to be a family-friendly show, so the promotion of cigarettes was slightly bizarre. Either way, it soon became common knowledge that cigarettes aren't actually healthy as previous advertisements had suggested, so any episodes of the Flintstones that were sponsored by Winston Cigarettes quickly became banned and were no longer broadcast on American television, along with any of the individual advertisements that were made.
Number 5 is Ren and Stimpy, Man's Best Friend. The Ren and Stimpy show was one of the most controversial shows on Nickelodeon. They often referenced religion, politics, and in general, the show possessed some adult themes. The creators refused to tone down the content of the program, and it was this stance that eventually led Nickelodeon to scrap an episode of it in its entirety. The episode was known as Man's Best Friend, and the controversial scene in question features the owners of the two animals telling Ren that he is soft. In order to prove that he isn't, Ren beats the daylight out of the owner for almost 2 minutes straight. The sequence of scenes features the owner's eyes popping out, as well as his head turning all the way around. These disturbing images forced Nickelodeon to abandon the episode, but the creators of the show made a short-lived adult version of the cartoon and used it as their pilot episode. Although the show was controversial and got into an array of trouble, it was a massive influence to other animators who wanted to take risks, such as the creators of South Park and Beavis and Butthead. And although the original show only produced around 40 episodes in total, it has gained a cult following. Thanks a million for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, a big shout out to Rainbot Horror for helping me out with the narration. The link to her channel will be in the description. She makes awesome content, so I highly recommend checking her out. But that's all for now. As always, until next time.